Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Where on earth is that? I can just see the rainbow cape in the other corner. It does actually look really good with the elytra. I've got one on, but I'm not wearing my elytra, so I can't show it off. Right, the joke. So the joke is, don't be Despresso. Is it espresso? Depresso espresso or something. I've heard something like that in the past. Yay! I got the joke for once. Yeah, I've heard of that. Like depresso espresso. I don't know where I've heard that from. I think someone like one of my family members probably told me it, and I just probably forgot. I don't know. Anyway, right. So, oh yeah. Before we do, sorry, happy you've just flown off in the distance. So, last time we built me. I know, fantastic. So, yeah, last time we built my face, and isn't it fantastic? So yeah, so this is the Awesome World Anniversary Shrine. So this is what I did for my 9th year anniversary. I did a different banner for every year, and I've got room to do a few more years. I added in some glowstone. I also coloured and waxed all of the other signs just to make them fit with whichever colour we have. So yeah, this is pretty much the little shrine. I just want to show you. I also added in some glowstone in the roof, and I put some under the floor with some carpets as well. Apart from that, my face is here, and we can keep updating it as the years go on. But I just want to show that off because I realise that I have a tendency to forget things when I update them. So, yeah. But today we are doing something. What is that noise? I can hear like a pillager. Anyway, yeah. Basically, we are going to be building a new game, and this game I've said for what, over a month that we're going to build, and we haven't. So today is finally the day that we're building it. So it's not very often that I do this, but we're doing a sequel to. Oh, I'm starving. I've just realised I haven't got any food. Oh well. But yeah, basically, it's not very often that I do like a sequel to a game, and this is going to be the first one in a while, I think. So Stampy's got a game called Turbo Types, and I can't show you because it's too far away. But basically, it's a game where you have to jump forward into like a swimming pool. Not really, it's a swimming stream, and I'll get to these in a second. And basically, you have to like place signs and write as many like either letters or numbers or even words as you can. But if you take too long, you fall into a pit and die. Oh, okay. Happy, I've just saw you pick up some. Oh, there you go. You read my mind because I'm starving. But yeah, basically, it's a game where you have to write as much as you can, and you get 1 point per each letter. Or yeah, I think it is each letter. The problem with that game is it just doesn't work in Bedrock. Basically, because well, two reasons. One, because of the aquatic update, you now fall through the water really, really. Tugger's falling. Yeah, basically you fall through the water far too slowly, so you end up just like just it's too easy. Also, you on Bedrock it's really unbalanced because some people write on controllers, some people write on mouse and keyboard, some people type with their like tablet or whatever. So it's really hard to do a balanced game of it. But I've come up with a way that's much fairer and works better on Bedrock. So if Stampy somehow watches this, I've improved your game, and I hope you're happy with me. Right, these things. So, Bloodstorm has been a menace, and he's built some stuff. So, since the other last clip, we have had a little bit of an update, basically because. But yeah, so Bloodstorm's built a little cherry island, and it looks very funky. There's a man eating pumpkin seeds. There's some chickens. There's some rose. These aren't rose petals. What are these things called? Pink petals. Yeah, there's some pink petals. Rose petals actually sounds way better. That's what they should have been called. And a pot for no apparent reason. What does this pot have anything on it? Oh, happy to. Oh, the pot. He's also built. He also planted a cherry tree and shaved it of all of its bark. It actually looks really horrible with the bark gone. I actually don't like the look of like stripped cherry wood. I think it looks awful. And then he's done. I think this is meant to be a joint of pork on a spit roast. And do you know what? The cherry wood does actually look. Oh, and now it's cooked. So yeah, he's built that, and then also he's built a tank, and this thing actually does work. And I might as well show it off. I haven't got rid of any of these things yet. I might put them in the museum. We'll see. But basically, it just fires a firework into my thingy game, whatever the hell that thing's called. So, yeah, time to build because we've been faffing around. Oh wait, am I building out the wrong color? I am building out of the wrong color here. We need to build out of red concrete, not blue concrete. So basically, I've tried keeping with the what is this guy? Oh, release me. That's it. Yeah, basically, I've been trying to keep with the same color scheme as the original. So basically, we're just going to have like red with some white and some light blue. We're doing concrete rather than wool because I want to. But yeah, basically, it's just going to look quite cool. So let me just. Oh, I am falling over. So let me just quickly just plonk all of these going across. So, and the floor is going to be a mixture of light blue concrete and white, and then the outside is basically just a big box. Oh, we've gone too far here. This needs to go. So the reason why there's a little gap on the front is because there's going to be like some little sticky out parts where you're actually going to write. I've just realised I haven't told you what the game is. So basically, it's going to be called Turbo Types 2 because I want to call it that. Yeah. And basically, how it's going to work. Oh, I think that needs to go one back, Happy. But yeah, basically, how it's going to work is one person is going to basically like. So there's going to be three rooms here. There's going to be a back room, a middle room, and a right room. And then basically, someone is going to set up the game and write three random topics in each of the room, and the topics can be whatever they want. And then basically, two people are then going to enter the room, and they basically need to write as much as they can on the signs to basically try and score as many points. You basically get 1 point per each letter. But, and here's the part which makes this more of a game. If the players take too long to basically in a room, then the door to lead them to the next room will shut, basically meaning that they will be trapped in the room because the door behind them will be shut and the door in front of them will be shut. So it basically means that they can't progress and make any more progress to get the other points. Is this right? Yeah, it does. And then here, we'll just put some more sand, but we won't worry about that for now. So these rooms, these are going to be made out of different coloured concrete. So I think it's light blue concrete. I can change this up if this isn't. Yeah, it does. And then here, we'll just put some more sand, but we won't worry about that for now. So these rooms, these are going to be made out of different coloured concrete. So I think it's light blue concrete. Of course, I can change this up if this isn't right, but I'm almost certain that this is right. And then we can start marking some of the rooms. There is going to be some redstone, I will be honest, but I've decided to be nice. And I'm going to do all of the redstone, not on video, only because I just can't be bothered to make a redstone video. And that's the only honest truth. I just don't want to. So I'm sorry. I just realised my game music's really loud. I apologise if this is overpowering my voice. I will have to fix this as if I can. But yeah, I just can't be bothered to do a redstone video and I'm getting knocked in the pit. I had a feeling that was going to happen. But yeah, basically the redstone video, I'm just not going to do it. I just don't want to. I think it's because like I've got a mini game coming up, which is just going to be redstone crazy. So, like, I don't want to do too many redstone videos, basically because I don't want you all to fall asleep. But I will to compromise because I know that there are some people who probably would like to see the redstone videos. I will show you how it works when we actually come to play this in the next video. So don't be alarmed at the fact that I'm not doing one because we'll show it off. So if you do want to like do a version of this game, or even if you do want to like just like get inspired from this game, then I will show off how I did this. Anyway, these rooms. So these are 7x7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is then just going to go along here. So yeah, this is the room, and then it's going to be exactly the same on the other side. So it's basically like two big tubes, I guess. And then in the middle here, which I haven't bought, but I'm hoping there's a bit of glowstone somewhere. There isn't. There is a trader though. What do you say? These guys are garbage, aren't they? Like they never sell anything like useful. Do you know what these guys should? These guys would have been fantastic on the oh, sorry, trader. Oh god, I know his llamas are going for me. But yeah, those guys would have been great on like the old console edition, wouldn't they? Because you would have been able to have got like, because on the old console like there was only a limited size world, so you weren't able to like get like some really like oh, I think Happy's got one. Oh no, I think there's a baby zombie. Have I just seen a baby zombie? Oh, there is. Oh no, he's come down. But yeah, basically, on the old console, like there wasn't a way to like get the new stuff in updates without like expanding your world, which is only possible on some devices. So those traders would have been fantastic on that version, but sadly, they didn't come to any versions which you couldn't expand your. They would have been perfect, though, wouldn't they? Like, can you imagine like having? Oh, he's gone invisible. Oh, that's because it's become nighttime. We should probably sleep in a second. There are some beds right next to whatever that. Oh, do you know? You just told me the name of that game, and I can't remember. Yeah, but there are some beds literally right next to. That's it, release fake. There are some beds literally there. So let's go and have a snooze, and then we can. Have you fell down? Right, I was expecting you to fall down. That's why. Oh God. Oh god, okay, this game isn't very lit up, is it? Okay, that creeper's gone. Oh, sorry. Right, can we sleep now? There we go. What a dramatic night. Well, we just can't sleep. Right. We are going to get this game done. And I promise, well, of course, we're not going to be able to get it 100% done because I've got the redstone, but it's going to be close enough. And I think I can take close enough to not nearly enough. So, yeah. So anyway, let's move on to doing the rest of the game. So these rooms here, these are going to be the escape rooms, which are basically not the escape rooms, the escape exits, which basically you're going to use to escape. Well, the game. I've just realised. I hope I've packed enough like just concrete, because I only put a stack of each colour in. Oh, I do think I need a little bit more concrete, Happy. I think I need about 2 pieces of each colour. So I might need a little bit more. But yeah, so the floor is just going to be completely blue. I might add in some glowstone to the corner. I might also add in some white as well, just because I just quite like the look of the white with the blue. And as I say, like the only reason I've done these colours to begin with is because basically because I just wanted to copy Turbo Tubs. And I'm not like completely like, I know I'm copying the style and I'm copying the name, and this zombie just never changes, and there's a spider. Yeah, I know I'm copying the name and I'm copying the game, but I'm changing it. Like, it's not the same game like when you play it, and I think that's what's gonna make this this game a little bit different. Right, I've run out of blue concrete. It's okay, because Happy might have some, and I'm sure if not, we can call upon the creative god to give us some more. I should build like a shrine to the creative god, so if we ever need anything, I can just like, I don't know, sacrifice a bit of mutton or like some dirt, or basically anything that we don't need. I'm sure he's not that greedy, to the creative god. Because let's be honest, like, like the creative god. Like I don't think he'd be like a really right. Sorry, Bloodstone. I'm gonna have to cut down a bit of your tree. I need some wood. I didn't pack any wood, so let me just go and cut down this cherry wood, and then I can make some planks, and then I can make a crafting table. Yeah, yeah. I feel like we should make like a shrine to the creative god, and then every time we want something, like we can just like call upon him. And oh god, there's about 2 creepers. Luckily, I think. Oh god. Oh, that was the worst shot ever. Yeah. Luckily, breathe. Luckily. Oh god, there's 3. Right, I got rid of him. Panic over. Yeah. Luckily, as I was gonna say, any more before I get interrupted? No. Luckily, I've completely forgot what I was talking about. Do you know what? I'm sure it wasn't important anyway. But yeah, let's just go and grab some of this glass and some of this red concrete because we can start doing some of the barriers. So it's just going to go glass like this, and then we're just going to do like red concrete on top. Very simple. I wanted to keep this like a very simple looking game. The walls are inspired off of, do you know in Turbo Types, there's that little room that they get stuck in if they take too long. I basically liked the look of that and decided to replicate it on this game. So that's why the walls are kind of made of glass. It also means that whoever set up the game, they can watch because yeah, like I don't feel like that's something that's ever took into consideration. Is of course like you've got to play the game, but there are going to be people who are sometimes just going to want to watch the game, and you need to make sure that it's as easy to watch as it is to play. Because there's been so many games I've played where like you just can't watch very easily, and like you're trying to like see what's going on in the game, and it's just not possible because like there's just something else in the way. And I know that that might sound like the least of your worries, but I think it's a genuine problem. You know, like if you went to say like a theme park and you wanted to watch a roller coaster going around, you wouldn't appreciate it if there was a big wall surrounding the entire roller coaster, would you? You'd want to watch it go around and hear all the people screaming, because that's usually what happens on roller coasters. Do you know? I've been thinking about building another roller coaster. I want another roller coaster. I don't know what roller coaster. I've always had the idea of doing like a big like fungal themed one and building like a giant mushroom and then doing the roller coaster like where you spin around the giant mushroom. That just makes me laugh. And then I could call it like have a fungi time. Have a fungime. Sorry, that's awful. Right, let's do some of the other columns. So the first room, we're going to go in the same order that Stampy did them in. So it's going to go green, and then on top, and this was coincidental, but the frog-like colours matched with the coloured podiums because these coloured podiums, once again, are the same colours as what they were in Turbo Types 1. So it was just quite coincidental that they all lined up nicely. So we're going to do them in the same order. So green was first, orange is second, and then it goes. Oh, why does this not line up? 3, 6, 7. Do you know what? Like, I'm going to have to do the redstone off camera. I will figure out why it doesn't work line up when we do that. Hopefully, Happy's got enough concrete. And then there is one more thing that I want to do. I want to build some giant T's because if you remember in Turbo Types 1, they had some giant T's on the front, and I want to do the same. So we're going to have some giant T's. I'm also going to make the doors because the iron doors are pretty important. And I've just realised I can actually make the perfect amount of doors without having to like make extra. Like it's so annoying that in Minecraft you make like 3 doors because you, like if you think about it, like you're only ever going to need 1 door or 2 doors, aren't you? You're never going to need 3, and I don't know why you make 3 doors every time. But in this case, I do need. Actually, no, I'm not going to have enough because I need 4 doors on either side. I was thinking I only need 3. Oh, do you know what? My satisfaction has gone over. Do you know, it was going so well because this game fit in perfectly. And I was trying so hard not to mention it, but I might as well say now. Yeah, it fit in perfectly going across. And because it fit in so perfectly, the game is now torturing me by not allowing me to make the perfect amount of doors. So do you know what, Happy? You can have 4 doors and an extra one. So well done. That's your your prize for working so hard. But yeah, the giant T's. So there's going to be 2 of these. There's 2 of T's. Don't cringe. So there's going to be 1. I've just realised I think this wall needs to be moved in by 1. I think that's what the problem is, but that's fine. We can sort that out another time. So this T is going to go up. I might change the height of these, like just because I might not like how high these are, but we're just going to do a cyan one, and then we're just going to do a dark blue one as well, just because they look cool. And then on the back, we're going to have a giant number 2. And by a giant number 2, I do not mean you know what. I mean a giant number 2. Okay, don't cringe. So, yeah, this is going to go across like this, and then it's then going to go up, up, up. Number 2s are actually like one of the probably one of the harder numbers to do in Minecraft, because like some numbers, like number 5, for example, that's really easy because all you need to do is do like is basically do like an S shape, but backwards. Whilst the number 2, you kind of have to like change it up a little bit. But there we go. That's my giant number 2, and then we are going to have a lamp. Is there any redstone? Not redstone, glowstone I can nick from any of these games? Is there? Oh, there's some emeralds down there. Didn't know there was emeralds down there. Okay, that game doesn't have any. Does this game have any redstone? This is the time when like I'm just checking, but I don't think that game has any. Is there any game? There's got to be a game with glowstone. Like there's no way I haven't used glowstone. I know where there's some glowstone. There'll be some glowstone on Release Mate. There we go. I remembered. Yeah, because I remember using glowstone here. So I'll tell you what. I will replace this with some other glowstone. But let me just nick this. Oh, I don't have redstone either. I've just read. You know, I've been so unproductive. I think there might be some redstone in this thing down here because this thing's broken. So yeah. Oh, there's some blocks of redstone. There we go. I only need 1 because I'm going to make a redstone lamp. Is the reason why I wanted the other redstone. So let's just oh, I can't get my back up. There we go. So let's just come back up. I do need another bit of wood. So sorry once again, Bloodstorm. I'm really annoying people here by like chopping this tree without like there we go, happy sorted it. Yeah, like a lot like is it just like I hate it when like people do like they cut down trees but they don't cut down the entire thing. Especially like oak trees when they get really big. Like it's just the most annoying thing in the world. So sorry if that's you. But yeah. But yeah, here's the lamp. So you press this. It probably won't be a cherry button. I might change it to a stone one. But basically, you press that, and then that will. So these doors will already be open, and then you press the button, and then they will shut. Very simple. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. In the next video, we will. I'll show you the redstone. We'll probably change the game a little bit by adding in some torches and some lights and stuff, and then we can finally play Turbo Types 2. And I'm looking forward to it. I think we'll have to see whether this is an improvement of Turbo Types 1 and compare. Because if it is an improvement, then I have improved Stampy's game successfully, and it means that I should do more of these in the future. So, yeah. It also means I can boast that someone for once has actually, improved Stampy's game, because Stampy's games, let's be honest, they're really good and quite hard to improve. Oh yeah, we forgot about these things. Oh yeah, these things I'll quickly show off. They're just going to be like little red things like this with a sign on the back. Yeah, very simple. Something like that. But yeah, so next video we'll play Turbo Types 2 and then we can come back. So thank you all for watching, and we will see you all at some point.